Hello and happy Friday. We are just about to the weekend, and it's a busy weekend here around Appalachia with the race in town. We mentioned last Friday that as we get closer and closer to spring and summer, more and more weekend events are happening, and this weekend is chock full from now all the way through Sunday. I'm Casey Marler inside the Digital Center here on WJHL Plus. Sarah Diamond's with us today.
Hello,
Sarah.
Good afternoon.
WJHL Plus debut.
I know, I'm excited. This is something new for everybody. I love it. We're glad we're here.
Yeah, glad we're here. Mark Reynolds also joining us, chief meteorologist, with a quick look at the forecast.
Woo-hoo!
We don't look at any events, Mark,
No.
until we know what the weather's going to be like.
You know what? I'm happy it's Friday, too.
That's right.
Yes.
And I'm happy the rain is about to end.
Wow.
That's good. Yeah. It's going
That's
to take a
great
little while,
news.
but yeah, it's going to end, which will be good news for race fans. A lot of folks in town.
Yeah, they are, and we hope to. It's going to be great by Sunday, the Food City 500 is Sunday, and really that's the focus of the weekend. So hopefully we can just get this rain in because we need it.
We do.
Right?
We do.
And but not now that we're racing cars up at Bristol Motor Speedway. What can we expect, Mark?
Hey, that's it. Hey, let's take a look outside. We'll show what it looks like around the region because we are still watching the rain showers. I'm going to take it to Mountain City right here because here you can see the rain still coming down. I love the colors on the trees, guys. It's that time of the year.
It's gorgeous. That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
cameras.
You know, we've had this controversy online. I posted about Redbud. They're all out in full bloom, but it
Right.
says no dogwood. So we're transitioning between the two because dogwoods I know have already bloomed or starting to bloom, but that's a whole other subject. We'll not talk about that right now.
I can't wait. Yeah, that's definitely, that needs to be a subject.
Yeah, because we have cool snaps, and when the trees are fully in bloom, that's the basic of the folklore here. Otherwise, from that view, we'll take it. You can see it's raining there in Mountain City surrounding areas. This is a look at Viper radar. Yesterday, we talked about low pressure overs. Well, you can see that it's still spinning around, still producing some locally heavy showers. The good news is it looks like this will begin to taper down. Unfortunately, for racing tonight, about 8 to 9 o'clock. So it's going to slowly begin to taper down. That low is going to scoot off to our east, so better weather coming for tomorrow. We may see a lot of clouds in the morning and maybe just a touch of drizzle. I really think it's just going to be clouds and we'll clear out for the afternoon. Sunday, perfect day. Take a look at our forecast for racing, though, because here, too, we're looking at an overnight low temperature down to 37 degrees. We've got a 50% rain chance. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to call it a mostly cloudy sky in the morning, a mix of sun and clouds for the afternoon. Now, high, though, right up to 54. Now, tomorrow night, you are going to do some planting or have already done so. We got frost in the forecast, so that's early Sunday morning. But look at race fans here. We're looking at the race tonight. See how the showers kind of taper down 7 to 9 o'clock. We'll be left with clouds and slow clearing overnight into tomorrow. Here's our race forecast for tomorrow because here, too, we're looking at a few clouds in the morning and look at the afternoon, partly cloudy, a chilly day. So if you're going to be at the race or wherever you are, you're going to probably need a jacket or sweater, light coat, something. It's going to be chilly out there. North wind at 5 to 10. And look at Sunday, Palm Sunday, Food City 500. You're looking at plenty of sunshine. Clouds are trying to come back late in the day, but look at the temperatures. Back to the 60s we go. So that's nice. Here's a look at our 7-day forecast because here, too, weather is going to stay on the cooler side next week. More rain coming at us Tuesday and again Thursday into Friday. And, you know, as I said in our news meeting today, I think the cool weather is going to last much of the next week, maybe a week and a half. So 77 on Monday. That's probably the last warm day you're going to see. I know Casey's not happy with that. Look at him.
No, but we'll get one day, right?
Yeah.
We'll get one day.
You know why
so
Casey
we'll
doesn't
take
want
it.
to see the rain?
Right.
He's got to get out and mow the grass. That's why.
All right, listen, I mowed it for the month of April.
I was just going to say, you've already done that.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So, you know, I notice we're kind of in this pattern, Mark. We're kind of in this, weekend rain pattern. That
and this is an interesting pattern because we've got another big cool snap of air coming down again next week. That's why we'll get the rain coming again midweek to the end of the week. So I really don't see any warming trend after Monday's high at 77. Probably staying in the 60s for a while, so get used to it. It's April. It's a transitional month for us.
Yeah, so many outdoor events, as Mark mentioned. Grab a jacket before you head out, but all in all, it's going to be dry after we get through this little rain spell
just a few clouds
later on tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Mark.
Yep.
We'll turn you loose, and we'll take a quick break. When we come back, Sarah and I are going to take a look at all those weekend events we've been talking about here on WJHL Plus. Hope you're having a great Friday afternoon. We'll be right back. We are feeling giddy because it's the weekend.
Yes.
Right? We're almost there. You're watching WJHL Plus every Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central. We are here on WJHL Plus, kind of looking at some of the events happening in and around the Tri-Cities here in Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. I'm
Yeah.
Casey Marler here with Sarah Diamond making her debut
Hello.
today on
Happy
WJHL
Friday.
Plus. Yeah.
Excited to be here, and I'm sure there's going to be a learning curve for me, so please give me some grace.
Mm-hmm.
But we get to do something really fun, and that's talk about what's coming up for the weekend today. So that's cool. And I heard there's some sort of racing going on.
Seems to be the talk of the town.
I think so.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
3 nights of race. We got the truck race tonight,
Right.
SciAps 300 Xfinity Series race tomorrow, and of course, Food City 500 Cup race.
Yep.
On Saturday. You and I have been in this town for a long time.
Yes, we have more than 2 decades.
Whole different vibe when the race comes to town, and you can see the campers and the people coming from all over the country and the world to watch that race, and always fun here in the Tri-Cities.
I think one of my favorite things about race weekend, when you and I were out in the field a little bit more, was going to the campgrounds and going and meeting people from literally every state in the union, and getting to see if it's the first time or if they are always here. They plan their vacations around the Bristol race, and we just welcome everybody. If you are coming into town, we are so glad you're here, and we welcome you. And sorry it's raining, but you know what? For this race, it's kind of what happens, don't you think?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and the weather does not deter the fun.
Not at all. People
No.
know that there's a
you know,
chance.
and in fact, tonight for the truck race, it's actually probably just going to extend the night deeper into the night.
Right.
Even more fun at the racetrack.
Which I don't think anybody minds.
Nobody minds.
Extending the party? Okay, we're game. Let's do it.
So, and of course, sports director Kenny Hawkins and Nick Dugan, they'll have it all covered all night long on the TV side, on the digital side. And then on Mondays, remember right here at 3:00 is Trackside. That is our weekly NASCAR feature, not only when it's in town, but John Janko and Terry Craig talk NASCAR for a half hour right here on WJHL Plus as well. Looking forward to the race weekend, but the best thing is one of the many events going on tonight. We've got the unofficial, or I guess official kickoff to Music on the Square with their fundraiser.
That's right.
In Jonesboro. And in Southwest Virginia, Damascus Trout Days going on this weekend. And Damascus, Virginia, place you're familiar with.
Yes.
You've been up there several times during the coverage of post-Helene flooding.
Yes.
And it's fun. Another event coming to Damascus, another chance for them to put their best foot forward and rebound.
Let me tell you, that community is pretty amazing. They were amazing before Helene, but after Helene, they all banded together. They had, I think, almost 90 homes that were either damaged or just destroyed, and they have all but 5 left to rebuild since Helene in 6 months. I mean, this community has really come together, and I mean, it's beautiful. Damascus, Virginia, if you've never been, take the drive and go up there and go to the little cafes and places and just drive around. If you're a biker, hiker, there is everything to do there. Damascus, Virginia, I cannot say enough good things about it.
Yeah.
There's also something going on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
okay.
you. There is the There Is Hope 2025 is also going on this weekend. It's actually tonight from 6:30 to 9:30. There's a nonprofit for teens called 413, and we've done stories about this group. And T.R. Dunn and Carla Dunn have just done an amazing job with this. And there it is on your screen. It's tonight from 6:30 to 9:30. Inspirational music and stories. A great organization for teens, especially when this is the time of their lives when they need something like this. And 413 just fills that gap for sure.
T.R. Dunn out in front, you mentioned leading this group, but really the leaders of the group are teenagers, speak to teenagers. They know what that group is dealing with in today's world, and to bring them all together for this event tonight is always a special thing indeed, and I'd love to see that organization getting bigger and bigger and really gaining traction here.
Yeah, there's power with peers, that's for sure.
There sure is. Murray Lee punching the buttons there for us tonight.
Hey,
Murray,
Murray!
hey,
Hey, guys.
Woohoo!
what do you have? What else you got on your list for us today?
You
We
know-
got some Easter events. Easter just a couple of weeks away, and some Easter events going on throughout the Tri-Cities as well. Pioneer Con
Yep.
is another event that we're looking at on our schedule of weekend events coming up this weekend.
That is true.
Yeah, these are my people, by the way.
There,
You see, everyone who's doing everything in these pictures that Tusculum sent us from PioneerCon.
Yes.
This is what I do on the weekends anyway.
love it.
It's fantastic. You know, it seems to be this is the season for these type of shows as well. We had ETSU
Con, yeah.
SUCon,
Uh-huh.
a week or so ago, and now Tusculum having their annual event coming up. It's tomorrow. Starts at 9 a.m. It's at the Mean Center right there on campus. You can't miss it. And of course, everything that you would expect from Pioneer Con, science fiction movies, gaming competitions, and food. Of course, there'll be food trucks on
Yeah.
scene there as well. So certainly another one of those great events that brings people together and a lot of fun. And I know, Murray, that as you mentioned, that is something that's growing in popularity, not only in the Tri-Cities, but really all over the country.
Everywhere.
Oh yeah, no, I mean
Yeah.
it's all about all those games are, and all those types of activities. They're all about meeting people, having fun with your friends, and just being, creative and having an expressive time. And I mean, it's honestly some of the most fun you can have with a group of friends.
I am so impressed in any con, it doesn't matter, the costumes that people make and create
Yes.
of whatever character, their favorite character from comics, from movies, or from whatever. They are so impressive. We have a friend used to work here that she made and she posted, the progress of this costume she made, and it was incredible.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
need to go to a con just because I want to see all of these costumes in real life
Yeah,
because they are amazing.
You're talking about Jessica Fuller?
Yes.
Yeah, she
Yes.
makes some incredible stuff. Shout
Yeah.
out Jessica, former WJHL employee.
Yes.
Yeah, I got several friends, Chris, Brett, some guys that have been a part of putting shows like this on. They travel throughout the Southeast to
Mhm.
kind of serve as backup and help in these type of events. So,
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
just about everywhere. Yeah, they are very high up in organization of events, not only here in the Tri-Cities, but throughout East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia and North Carolina. So
That is cool.
yeah, they're still trying. Right now I'm still in the athletics portion of life as you are as
Yes.
well. And but I
Yeah.
told them soon the schedule will clear and I'll
Mhm.
get out on the road with them as well.
This is like a dream weekend for me between trout fishing in Damascus
I was
and
gonna
Yeah.
playing games over in Greenville. I mean,
Yes.
it's hard to pick between the two.
You would think Murray
Yeah.
put together the schedule, right?
I know.
Yeah,
Trout-
I
this is
know.
what we're talking about. We're talking about trout fishing in Damascus and Pioneer Con in Greenville.
What else do we got? We've got a lot going on.
We
What else
sure
should we
do.
talk about?
You know what? While we one thing that I want to just kind of slide in there
Okay, go.
is the ETSU spring game tonight. We talk about
That
the
is
race,
tonight, isn't it?
college football. Yeah,
It's like a clash of
it
sports
sure
right
is.
now.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
a weekend for everybody.
Yeah.
Will Healy's first go as head coach. This is a chance
Mm-hmm.
for him to put his team out there for the public to see, and free of charge. You see right there, starts at 7:30. Get over there. Mark had said earlier here in the weekend events show that the weather's going to clear tonight, and it should be just a fun night, real laid back. And they've got some real superstars on this team. They got a couple of Power
Yes.
5 quarterbacks that you have to see in person. And so they'll be out there for the final time this spring, but the first time for the fans, that's tonight at 7:30 over William B. Green Jr. Stadium.
And I believe it's free.
It's absolutely free.
Yeah.
Just
Perfect time to come
walk in
in.
the stadium.
And if you've never been to that stadium, the stadium is pretty incredible.
It's
Yeah.
still new,
Yeah.
5-6 years old, but as stadiums go,
It's
it's still
fantastic.
new.
It's a great place to watch a
and
game.
not a bad seat
No.
in the house.
And where you can sit, well, you wouldn't want to sit on the grass now because it's been raining.
That's-
But they have that grass behind one of the goalposts.
Yeah.
It's so
On a
cool.
fall.
The first time I ever went to an ETSU game, I fully intended to sit on the grass. I was
Yeah.
with a group of, me and John Jinko were with
Yeah.
two of our other like former coworkers, and we decided to go to ETSU Wofford, and this was a few years ago.
Yeah.
And we fully intended on sitting on the grass. And we walked up there, and they said, "Hey, can we get 4 hill tickets?" And they said, "You said there's 4 of you?" And we were like, "Yeah, there's 4." And they said, "Well, we actually just had a season ticket holder with 4 tickets just call and say they couldn't make it today, and to give it to the next group of 4 that
You're
came."
kidding.
So
Upgrade.
we're on the
Instant.
50-yard line, 2
You gotta
rows
say- you-
from the
you
back.
gotta
Like,
take
we're
'em.
just right there.
Gotta take it.
Yeah,
It
it
was
reminds me of the
great.
late great Bob Euchre. Must be in the front row. Yeah, talk about an upgrade. Plus, it was ETSU Wofford.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Great
great
they
game
won on a
also.
field goal at the very last second.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about some other stuff going
We
on?
sure do.
Okay, because
We
we've
sure
got the Kingsport Easter extravaganza going on. This is so cool. This is going to be at the Aquatic Center, and they do things up right at the Aquatic Center when they celebrate. They're going to have more than 6,000 eggs spread around the indoor facility. Now, this is the one at Allendale. The
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
video
not
you just
fun.
saw.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that
We
one.
got
We're
so
gonna get to that one, too.
extravaganzas. The show was excellent with all the events.
Can you imagine if these all were real eggs, how much they would
I
have
was going to
spent
say
on
it's
it?
like $1 million
Yeah.
worth of eggs.
I know,
6,000
I know.
Yeah,
of them.
So at the Kingsport Aquatic Center, this extravaganza, they're going to have a golden egg hidden somewhere around the facility. And if you find the golden egg, you get 2 free admission tickets for the summer, as well as a t-shirt and a candy bag. And this is all happening tomorrow. It's going to be from 10 to noon at the Kingsport Aquatic Center. It doesn't matter what time of year, the Aquatic Center does things up right. They have fun celebrating, and it's a great facility.
It's also a great sign that spring and summer right
I
around
know,
around the
I know.
corner. So we gave you a little sneak peek of the extravaganza at the Allendale Mansion.
Yes.
As well.
Oh, yeah. Let's do
Another
that again.
event going on this weekend in Kingsport. More
There
Easter
it
egg
is.
hunting fun at Allendale Mansion going on this weekend, and all kinds of fun there from 1 to 3. This is actually on Sunday.
Yes.
So you can go Saturday. to
Get the egg
Aquatic Center,
Saturday.
and then Sunday,
Get
it's
one
off to
Sunday.
the Allendale Mansion. Have to
Getting a
be
little greedy with
Tanner
your
Ives
eggs.
or Sarah.
Yes.
We don't qualify.
Oh,
It's
come
how
on.
old we actually are, not how old we act.
Well,
Also.
if it was that, then we would be in.
Okay,
No
for
problem.
sure.
Yeah.
So 1 to 3 Sunday, Allendale Mansion is this year's Allendale Easter egg roll.
Yeah.
And this is something that's been going on for years and years. Obviously, fun for the whole family. Easter Bunny's going to be there. Of course, getting to be that time for the Easter Bunny.
Yes.
And here's my favorite part. Free. If it's free, it's for me.
Casey, you always find the free stuff. I mean, and it's good. It's good stuff. But you're like, oh, this one's free. This one's free. You're like, okay,
Yeah, let's do it.
That's right into your budget, isn't
And,
it?
that's right. And Mark says weather's gonna be perfect on Sunday.
Yes, we just
So
got to
getting
get
better
through.
and better
Yes.
throughout the weekend. So
Yeah.
that event there, the Allendale Mansion, the Easter egg roll, put on by the Kingsport Park and Recreation Center.
Yeah.
See if there's any details. They do want you to register. No cost, but they kind of want to have an idea of how many
Yes.
people that that are going to be on hand. So you can do that at kingsporttn.gov. Kingsporttn.gov. Click on the Civic Rec link. Search for Easter egg roll. Prompt you right through it.
You know,
And
you
get your
forgot
family
about one of the best parts of that event. They got a bonnet contest.
How can I forget about that?
You have one, Casey,
you know,
with all the frills
Too
upon it.
bad. Too bad.
Yes, but you can't win.
Little 80s alternative rock reference,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that. They might be giants here on WJTL. God bless. I'm not going to sing, but I could.
Oh, we could.
I'm your only friend.
We could do a
Your
whole
own
podcast
friend.
just on musical references and stuff we do, because during the commercial breaks, you would not believe the stuff that we come up with. If we say like 1 or 2 words
Mhm.
in our scripts that remind us of a song during the commercial break, you can bet that we are singing that song. Not well, but we're singing it.
Every once in a while, we have in studio guests.
Yeah.
And Murray, you're privy to this for the entire 8 hours of the shift.
Oh yeah.
But one of the comments we get regularly in the news when they're sitting in and watching the news live is, we don't necessarily. That's not the way we thought it went.
No,
But
this is not at all what I thought it was going to
This
be
is
like.
it. This is us in real life.
Yeah.
So yeah, bonnet contest.
Yes.
And so just another fun ad, and Murray gets to bring his bonnet out.
Yeah, oh,
Good.
yeah,
One
yeah.
time this year.
Well, my mom always wanted a girl, so she just
There you go.
yeah, and then she ended up getting two anyway. So then I wore a bonnet for nothing. I
There
guess.
you go. That's right.
It was a learning experience, I'm sure. It
Oh,
was, it's something that you can take forward.
Yeah, I'm sure
With you?
Jackson went through the same.
Hey, can we talk about the Happy Tails 5K run, because that's coming up this weekend as well.
Yes.
We are, at WJHL, we love our animals. And Mark Reynolds does wonderful things with Tails and Paws every week, a couple times a week. This is a Happy Tails. It's called the Happy Tails 5K Run 1K Walk. This is a fundraiser for the Elizabethton Carter County Animal Shelter. And this is Sunday, so after you do eggs and all the other things, you can go there and walk off all the food you ate at the food trucks at the other events. And it'll be at Lions Field on West Elk Avenue. And there's some information you need to know, and it's super easy. And Murray, you have that pulled up right there. I love that the proceeds will make a direct impact on the shelter and its animals. They do wonderful things at the Elizabeth and Carter County Shelter, but they need money to do what they do. So this is a fun way to get together with other animal lovers and walk the 1K or jog the 5K, whatever you want to do, and raise money for them. It's going to be good.
They are tireless in their efforts to advocate
It is
for
amazing what they do.
animals in the region.
Yeah.
No doubt. All of our shelters, but certainly our friends at the Elizabeth and Carter County Animal Shelter. And
Yeah.
they have a big fundraiser coming up this weekend as well. Still have a few more minutes. The Elizabeth
good.
Glow Dodgeball event happening.
Oh, let me tell you, this brings back memories.
It sure does.
Casey, I don't know if you do, but wow.
And you
Dodgeball.
see, obviously, they've got the dark lights on,
Yep.
the glow dodgeballs, and don't know anybody that has ever been a part of a dodgeball event that isn't just a smiling and a laughing as they get started.
Yeah.
That's going on in Elizabethton as well. It's Saturday from 8 to 10 at night at the rec center there in Carter County. Concessions will be provided,
Mhm.
obviously, for a cost. And the proceeds of that go to the Carter County Drug Prevention Coalition.
I love that.
So they're raising money for a good cause, giving families and kids a chance to come out and have a good time. It's from 8 to 10 tomorrow night, Saturday, April 12th. So if you're in Elizabethton Saturday, check out the Glow Dodgeball. And with any energy you have left on Sunday, you can
It was a busy
go run
Sunday.
and walk the 5K.
Yeah, we could do it all. I don't know about you, Casey, but when I hear the words dodgeball, what comes back to me is the smell of that red rubber ball.
Yes.
And the sting when it accidentally, if you get
you
clocked in the
right
face.
in the face.
Yes.
The sound, just that
Oh.
hollow thud.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
and I don't bring up dodgeball without bringing up the great left-hander, guy by the name of Brent Haybrock.
Okay.
At Morton Elementary School.
Okay. Legend.
Is a legend to this day. I sit up
Yeah.
in my sleep and think about when when it was his turn. It was like someone was going down.
Yeah.
I don't doubt the validity of this story at all. This is
Here's
the most
another week on
Casey story I've ever
WJHL Plus.
Yeah.
Brent, if you're out there, okay.
I know
All
he's
right.
watching.
I know. Well, he's probably out there plunking kids with dodgeball.
Yeah.
If I know Brent like I think I do.
That's awesome.
So yeah, busy weekend and something for everyone. And this just gives you an idea. If you want a deeper dive into any of these events, you can find the whole list on our website, WJHL.com. Emily Hibbets does a fantastic job. One of our
Yes.
digital producers every Friday morning has this list compiled and gives people, families, great list of things they can do together through the weekend.
Yeah, it's amazing what our region offers. I mean, there's something for everybody, whether you want to be active or whether you just want to, lay back and watch the kids pick up Easter eggs or whatever. There is something for everybody in this region. I think that's one of the reasons why I love this region. And I've been here for more than 2 decades. I was really young.
I was gonna say that's
We
right.
moved
That's
here.
barely an infant.
Exactly.
Once we got here.
Exactly.
So
But take advantage of all these things. That's why they're here.
that is why, and they're gonna be even more next weekend. That's why we'll
I
do it all
know.
again next weekend.
I cannot
next Friday
wait.
afternoon at 3:00.
I
Marie,
cannot
thank
wait.
you.
Thank
as
you, Marie.
well
Anytime.
for punching the buttons. And I think that'll do it for us. For here at in the digital center WJHL.plus for Sarah.
Hello,
See, that
hello.
was painless, wasn't it?
It was. It's
a whole lot of
exciting.
fun.
I'm
It
ready to
is.
do another one.
It's just so much different than our job.
Yeah.
Just stick to the script, man.
Yeah.
And Murray, appreciate you as well. Murray puts all of
anytime.
this stuff together. While
Punches
we're
the
just hanging out,
buttons.
chatting, and we sit
Yeah.
down at 3:00, and it's all right there for us. So thank you all, and have a great weekend. And we'll get together and do it all again next Friday afternoon.
Can't wait. See ya.